What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show. Really have some sad news. Yes, Bill Cosby, a.k.a. Pill Bill, a.k.a. the convicted rapist, yes, is released from prison today. To me, it's really, I got caught by surprise. I'm over here like, really? You know, this guy got accused of raping a lot of numerous of women. We know that over 50 women have came out and said, look, you know, he sexually assaulted me, he drugged me up and molested me and raped me. You know, but this is what really gets me going is like, yes, I understand we live in America where you can really buy your way out of things. That's just the way it is, right? You can buy your way out of things, and it's just I can't really explain why it's like that. You know, money talks and bullshit walks, and Bill Cosby, because he got famous in the 60s, I think that really helped him only serve a soft 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have to understand back in the 60s, he started doing stand-up comedy. You know, and around this time, we actually had a woman come out in 2005 and accused Bill Cosby of raping her back in the 60s. This was like before Bill Cosby was famous, like kind of on the come up. You know, doing his doing his show, doing his stand-up, all that stuff. Crazy to me, right? But I think really what helped Bill Cosby was the Cosby Show. He had over 201 episodes, okay, of the Cosby Show, and it went on for 8 years. So to me, really great success, right, for Bill. He was known as a family man, a Christian, you know, God-fearing man, loved his family, loved people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, really, was that really the Bill Cosby that we know, or was he really a monster inside? Was he living two different lives? One life he was, yes, Bill Cosby, you know, the TV icon, great personality. You know, the Cosby Show was #1 television series for many years. Back in the 70s and 80s, dude. Yeah, I would say in the 80s. But to me, it was like, wow. You know, but does that make it right? Does that make it right for Bill Cosby to rape many women out there? You know, sources have said, man, up to 60 women he's done this to. So to me, it's like it's a compulsion, right? It's addiction, you know, really horrible, right? But to me, it's like, you know, we're going to give Bill Cosby a pass here? We're going to give him privilege here? And say, you know what, Bill, we're just going to give you a slap on the wrist. We're going to give you 3 years. A light 3. You're going to be released. We understand you're old now. You're going to die soon anyway. But it's like, really? You know, let's say it wasn't Bill Cosby who did this. Let's say it was an average guy named Joe off the street, you know, who found guilty of these crimes, you know, of these molestations, drugging women up and raping them, taking advantage of them, doing violent things to them while they're unconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get really in depth with this shit. You know, this is some serious shit, dude, when it comes to molestations. And to me, it was like, you know, what was Pennsylvania's government? What are they thinking? What was the jury thinking, saying, yeah, 3 years, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? What about all the victims? You know what I'm saying? What are they going through now? Saying, you know, oh, they can just do what they want to women now? To me, it's crazy, dude. But I really think the Cosby Show helped Bill. You know, like I said, 201 episodes. It was a success. You know, he was one of the America's leading entertainers. You know, would hang out with a lot of famous people back in the day, right? You know, Bill was known to be the family man. You know, the funny family man. He would never do these type of crimes. But he was found guilty in 2018. And a lot of these crimes, you know, let's date back to 2005 when the first allegations started coming out. You know, and these allegations were back in the 60s, bro. In the 60s! You know? Did they even have telephones in the 60s, dude? Like, straight up. It's crazy to me. Is this justice? You know what I'm saying to women out there? You know, to me, I don't think it is. I really don't, dude. I mean, it's crazy. A woman named Victoria came out and said she got raped by Bill Cosby in the 60s, bro. This is real life, dude. This cannot be, to me, it's definitely not right. You know, and I understand. You know, I didn't grow up watching Bill Cosby, but I had older relatives that watched Bill Cosby that say Bill Cosby was a great man. You know, he was an amazing dude, a funny guy, right? You know, he was never a monster. But until we found out the facts of Bill Cosby, a.k.a. Pill Bill, we found out, hey, he really is a monster. He really does take advantage of women. You know, he, you know, puts pills in their drinks and brings them back to the crib while they're unconscious and rapes them. You know what I'm saying? Without their consent, dude. That is rape, dude. You know, how much can you get for rape nowadays? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was 10 to 20 years easy, bro. You know, raping people. Like, I mean, we're talking numerous of women have come out and said these type of things. It would be different if we had one chick come out and say this, and we go to the case, solve the case. But we're talking over 50 here. This is some serious, dude. 50 women have come out. And I get it, we could even say some women are just out for his money. I get that, but it's like, okay, a few here and there are probably, broke and need that money. But what about the other, 40 women that have come out and said this type of stuff? I mean, dude, this has been years in the making, dude. And they released Bill Cosby on a 3-year sentence. But it just goes to show you, here in America, it does have flaws. Every place has flaws. But if you're rich and you have money, you can get your way out of things. And Bill Cosby, let's just face the facts. If Bill Cosby was not rich and famous, he would definitely be in prison for the rest of his life, dude. There's no doubt about it. He would serve a minimum of 10 years in prison, dude. He served 3 to 10 during the sentence, and he got out the 3. Man, hey, we're going to get you the minimum, Bill. The Cosby Show was great. The 8-year run, it was amazing, Cosby. That's why I'm going to let you off. To me, it was like, what? We had other women came out named Janice. She said that Bill drugged her up and raped her, and reported this years ago, dude. This was reported years ago. I'm talking years ago, and finally, it started to catch up. We look at cases like Larry Nassar, the doctor who was the doctor for the Olympians. The young women. He would rape these women, right? And a lot of these cases come out in the 90s, and they would start to tell them, and they would just sweep it under the rug. Yeah, to me, it was like, if the committee knew about these things, they could have stopped all this shit years ago. Same thing with Bill. These allegations were coming out years ago, decades ago, bro. I mean, dude, this was so long ago. Probably before I even existed, dude, that this shit was going on. There was a monster in Bill Cosby that nobody saw except Bill and all the victims. I'm sure his relatives never saw Bill like that. They always saw the good side of Bill. Hey, I'm going to put food on the table. I'm going to pay for your education. I'm going to be a great father to you guys. But deep down inside, we have to understand there was a monster in Bill. Is there still a monster in Bill Cosby? Let's hope not. Let's pray that, hey, Bill Cosby, he's a different man. He overcame that. I believe, every human being, we have committed sin before, and I do believe we'll have to face that at Judgment Day. We'll have to face our sins of our wrongdoings for sure. But to me, it's like, life isn't fair. It isn't, dude. And this is a perfect example of, people can get away with wicked things, dude. We're talking one of the most wicked things you could do besides taking somebody's life, right? It's sexually assaulting them. You know what I'm saying? Bill was a monster, dude. This is like, obviously Bill didn't kill these women, but he molested them and raped them. I mean, we look at it's just like Ted Bundy. He would rape them and molest these women too. But also, Ted Bundy would also kill them as well. But still, they still had that in them, right? They had that monster in them, and Bill had that monster in him, dude. To me, it's crazy, dude. And we see this mugshots. And to me, it's like, dude, Bill, it looks like he's aged in the past 5 years, like 35 years. Dude, it's crazy to me. It's like, really, Bill? Bill, dude. I can't believe it, dude. I never would have saw this coming. And I feel like most of society was looking at this like, no way. Bill Cosby would never rape women. He would never molest them. He would never take advantage of them. We just saw what's on TV. We didn't see the real life stuff. The stuff when the cameras aren't showing, right? When it's closed doors, when it's dark outside and you're by yourself. That's the Bill Cosby that we didn't know about, right? We were like, no, Bill wouldn't do these type of things, these wicked things. But to me, it was like, really? 3 years? I thought that was like, really though, straight up. I mean, me being a dude as well, and if I know of a dude who rapes over 40 to 50, even 60 women out there, I would say send his ass to life. Make him learn his punishment, dude. That's a wicked thing, dude. We're talking numerous of women here. So to me, Bill Cosby's serving only 3 years, dude. And I feel like a lot of the victims, have to, they're looking at this today like, wow, dude. We just feel like we're objects here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just really just got raped, and this guy who raped us years ago, decades ago, literally only served 3 soft years in prison, bro. 3, dude. 3! I looked at that and laughed, bro. We have people serving more than that do way less crimes, dude. That literally, we have people that are in jail right now because they can't pay bail. They can't do certain things. Obviously, yes, some of them are innocent. Okay, we have to understand that. Now, some of these cats in jail right now are obviously in jail for drug related. A lot of them are for marijuana related. That served way more longer than 3 years. Okay. So let's take this example. We have a guy who's selling dope illegally, okay, according to laws in certain states, which I do believe marijuana will be legalized eventually in every state. It's just a matter of time. But we have a guy in there serving 5 to 10 years for selling marijuana, right? And then we got a guy like Bill Cosby who rapes 50 to 60 women who only serves 3 years. How's that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense, and this makes no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? We have a guy who's not a criminal who sells dope. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting 5 to 10 years. Whereas Bill Cosby, he's raping women, dude. Taking advantage of them. Putting pills in their drinks. You know what I'm saying? That's a bigger monster than this guy who's selling dope across the street who got 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? How does this make sense? You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at the system, the government, and this is what it boils down to. We have to understand the system isn't always fair. It's not, dude. And I really believe that what helped Bill Cosby in this case was definitely the Cosby Show, of it being so successful. The people on there, the people showing Bill Cosby love back in the day, back in his prime years, right? Then we kind of started to prevail and say, you know what, who is Bill Cosby? When these allegations started to come out. The first allegation, this was decades ago, bro. This was probably way before the internet even existed when these allegations were coming out with these different women out here. But to me, make it make sense. How does that make sense? Like, seriously. Like, I'm in shock right now. I can't believe it, dude. I really can't. Bill Cosby, dude. The American man, dude. The American dream. He lived it. Dude, it's just, I cannot believe it. I can't wrap my mind around it. We got this guy in prison, like I said, selling dope, 5 to 10 years. But, we got a guy like Bill Cosby, a rapist. He only gets 3. You know what I'm saying? How much money do they pay off the judges for this? That's the question. That's really what it boils down to. How much money did the Bill Cosby and Cosby family who has deep pockets, how much did they pay off the judge? How much did they pay off the jury here? Okay, that's what we should be asking here. We shouldn't be asking how is this fair? This isn't justice at all. This isn't, dude. This isn't solving anything. So we see people who are monsters, who are rapists saying, wow, we got Bill Cosby who's raping women after women numerous of times. He only gets 3 years. So they're probably thinking, well, if I ended up raping a chick and got caught, well, I'm only going to serve 3 to 10 years. That's not the way it works, though. It isn't, dude. It's a system, dude. We have to understand, dude. Bill Cosby has deep pockets. He can pay off his lawyers. He can pay off the jury. He can pay off the judge. It doesn't matter, dude. That's money talks in America, dude. And yes, I understand there's always flaws everywhere, but that's just the way it is, right? If you have money, you can buy your way out of things. Essentially, money buys freedom. Really, that's really what money does. It buys you freedom. The currency, it buys you food. It buys you, being able to live, right? Being able to survive. And to me, Bill Cosby definitely paid somebody off to get this. 3 to 10 years only does 3. You know what I'm saying? With these, my heart goes out to the victims, to all the women out there that got taken advantage of Bill, that were sexually assaulted for no reason, essentially, because Bill is a monster. That's why. That's why they were assaulted, because Bill is a monster, dude. He's a monster. Like, there's no way around it, dude. And I'm thinking, how? How does Bill Cosby only serve 3 in this, dude? 3 years! 3! 3. Am I to the left too much or to the right? What is it? How did Bill Cosby get off this light, dude? That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense, dude. This makes no sense at all. To me, it's just like, wow. If I ever caught a dude raping a chick, I would beat his ass on the spot, dude, and say, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself, like, say if you had a daughter and she was getting raped, would you want your daughter to get raped? You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. This is some real shit, dude. This is some real life scenarios. And to me, it's like one of them things where it's like, obviously you don't. So to me, to the rapists out there, it's like, what goes through their mind, dude? What makes them act on that? Is it the demons inside? Is it the monsters inside them? What made Bill, put pills in these women's drinks and take advantage of them when they're unconscious, dude? He's having intercourse with these women when she can't even move, dude. He's literally effing a body, dude, where it's just limp, dude. That's just fucked up. That's like unhuman, dude. That's like demonic, dude. That's what serial killers do. And to me, we're going to let Bill Cosby, the monster, who did violent things to women, dude. Hey, Bill, you did great at the Cosby Show. We're going to let you off in 3. That's that. To me, that's not justice, dude. He should have got the max 10 years, dude. He should have rotted in jail until he died, straight up. I know that sounds messed up. Obviously, I don't wish death on anybody, but to me, it's like, obviously, Bill, he's old now. Like I said, he's aged so much in the past 5 years. To me, it's like, why not just give him the max 10 years, dude? The sentence was even like, to me, 3 to 10? You know what I'm saying? Over 50 women have come out and said these things. It don't make sense. To me, it really boils down that we have to understand the institution here in America. It's not fair. It isn't. Life isn't fair. You're not always dealt a fair hand, a good hand, right? Some people start better than you, right? But we can't compare. Bill Cosby, who knows? We don't know. We don't really know Bill Cosby, right? We just know what he's done. Had a great success early in his career. Even later in his career, hung out with celebrities. People looked up to Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, dude. Hanging out with professional athletes. People looked up to Bill Cosby. And what's crazy about it is I have relatives that watched the Cosby Show when they were kids, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents are pretty old now, but it's like, dude, I can't believe that, And I was raised really in a religious family, right? And they want to make me watch, like, Harry Potter, for instance, because Harry Potter had witchcraft on it. But Bill Cosby Show, that's fine. You can watch the Bill Cosby Show because it's a family man, dude. But little did we know there was a monster in Bill. There was a monster. He was a rapist, dude. He was a rapist, man. Dude, his first victim even came out in 1960 and said she got raped by Bill Cosby. And this was in the 60s. This was when he was starting to do stand-up. Way before the Cosby Show. Just imagine if that would have played out differently. To me, this is not justice. This is really ignorant to me. To me, it doesn't make any sense, man. And really, to women today, it's just like, it's kind of a slap in the face to women. It really is. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. If somebody gets raped, if a woman gets raped and their rapist only gets 3 years out of it, not just her, but there was other victims as well, only get 3? Dude, get out of here, bro. Dude, Bill Cosby should have gotten 10 to 20 years, dude. Like, straight up. That's my opinion on it. I mean, dude, it would be different, 1 or 2 chicks, but we're talking numerous, bro. This is crossing the line. This is crossing the line whatsoever. To me, it's just like, will justice be served? Let's hope not, but ultimately, let's hope Bill Cosby's a changed man. Let's hope that prison taught him something. Let's hope Bill Cosby doesn't act on these things again. Let's hope Bill Cosby doesn't rape another woman, okay? Now he's a free man. Let's just hope not. But let's look at the facts. The facts of the matter is Bill Cosby was a rapist, okay? I can't say today he is a rapist. Let's hope that he's changed. But those are the facts. To say Bill Cosby was innocent the whole time, that would be ignorant, dude. That would be ignorant, dude. That would just be like kind of like saying O.J. Simpson was innocent as well. But we do know, over 70% of people believe that O.J. Simpson was in fact guilty of killing his wife. So to me, it's just like one of them things where it's like you can believe what you want, but we do know the facts. And the facts started to add up on Bill. To me, this was a light sentence, and I pray for the women, to the victims out there, and ultimately, I pray for Bill Cosby. I hope Bill Cosby really learns from this, straight up. Let's just hope Bill Cosby's a changed man now. Let's hope he doesn't rape women anymore. Straight up, dude. Like, that's the only thing we can hope for Bill Cosby and his family is, like, obviously, let's forgive people of their wrongdoings, right? Just like if I did somebody wrong, right? Obviously, I'm not a rapist, but let's say, like, I got in a fight with one of my buddies and pushed him in the face. Well, let's hope that they would accept my apology and forgive me for doing that, right? From acting on that, acting violently. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing a punch. What's that solve? What does fighting solve? is what I'm trying to get at. So to me, for Bill, let's just hope and pray that, hey, Bill Cosby is a changed man, and let's just pray that, his family's okay, and let's just pray ultimately for the women and all the victims that were in this, that got sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby. It's the Clownwood Cap Show. Let's go!